Hey, what's up everybody? John from Old Reading Farm here. Thanks for joining us. In today's video, we're gonna do something I'm calling trash or cash. And now, I know a lot of you regular viewers, thank you for being regular viewers, don't necessarily love sawmill content, but I think this one will be a little bit exciting. At least I'm excited for it. So, what I'm gonna do is, very simply, I'm gonna saw this log. And now, you're probably looking at me and saying, John, why is that exciting? Why do you care? This looks like a dirty, rotten, disgusting log filled with nothing. Why are you even excited about milling it? Why even waste your time milling it? And honestly, I've wondered that myself, but I think there might be something cool in here. Now, if you look at this thing, it's not great. There's definitely bug damage. Clearly it's pretty rotten. It is still pretty solid, but you can see that it's pretty punky. So you can see all the holes in here where moisture is getting in, but the heartwood, which is the one right in the center, seems to be pretty solid. Now, the reason why I'm excited about this is because what I see on the other end of this log. So this is the other end of the log, and when I first saw this log come here, this is what sort of got me excited. So this, I believe, is spalting. And now I don't know for sure. I mean, clearly this is rotten, but so spalted wood is when fungus gets in there and discolors certain portions of the wood. Now, you know, obviously that's weird, and, you know, I think this is pretty obviously spalted. Now, the question is it going to be spalted on the center where there's actually usable wood, or is it just on the outside where it's garbage? So we're going to have to take a risk and find out. And you can see, like, this is, you know, cracked here. So obviously I'm going to have some unusable wood, and I'll probably cut this because this is all cracked. Because this is the base of the tree, and this came with a whole bunch of, so this is, I believe, is birch, and I think this is part of it. So this is the base of the tree, I believe, where they cut it down, and then it probably sat for a while. But anyway, you know, we're going to take some time and cut it open and see what we got, because spalted wood is pretty valuable. And now I know spalted maple is what I've really heard of the most, but this is birch, so it's still a hardwood as far as I know. And, you know, if I take 30 minutes or so and mill it up and I get something cool that I can sell on Facebook Marketplace and make some cash, that'd be great. And if not, oh well, not that big of a deal. Maybe it'll still be something I can use for decoration around the man cave or whatever. So I'm gonna load this up and see what we got inside. Loves those driving away shots, but gotta run back and get the camera. All right, so now we got this bad boy down here by the mill. It's pretty big. It's got to be at least 12 feet long, and you know it's real bumpy. So you can see the part that I have on the forks there. Let me see if I can get there, and then it like bows out, so it's gonna be a little unwieldy on the bunks. So I'm gonna see, and also I got like all this dead stuff right up here. So I'm gonna try to cut this, and I'm gonna cut it in a way to give me a nice section right in the middle, because that's probably where the least amount of rot is. Because obviously, whenever you cut down a tree, the end grain is where the moisture escapes the most and where, you know, fungus can get in the most, because this is the most porous section of the tree. So the ends are gonna be the most rotted out part, as far as I know. So I'm gonna cut off probably a nice section on the end here and a nice section on the front, and I'm gonna make it long enough so that if it's cool enough, I can still throw those sections onto the mill. You know, they just gotta hit 2 of the bunks, so I'll cut them long enough just in case they look good, and make it easier to mill the longer part. Because I think what my plan here is, from what I know, which is not a lot, but I watch a bunch of woodworkers on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Just fix my hair. And so I think what people do a lot with spalted wood is turning, which is, on a lathe, and they'll, turn something out. So rather than cut this into slabs or something like that, I'll probably try to get like 4x4 chunks of it. So they don't need to be super long, because I think with spalting, the wood is not as strong because obviously fungus has gotten in there. So you don't want to use it to make necessarily like tables or furniture, that kind of thing. You'd use it for more small pieces. And so I know people do like pen blanks, which are, for wood turning pens, or like bowls. So I'm going to try to get some 4x4s out of this. So again, I don't need them to be super long. So I'm going to cut these down and see what we got. All right, so I just cut this open, and I am a little bit less sure. Well, I wasn't sure to begin with, but it's not looking super great in here. But so you can see it's definitely spalted. So like if you look at that, when that gets milled, that should look pretty cool, but this wood is pretty punky. So I'm not sure it's gonna be great, but I see some evidence of spalting in the heartwood. So hopefully when we mill that, we'll get some spalt and it'll look cool. I'm just gonna cut off the other end and throw this on the mill and see what we got. All right, well, it's on there. So as you can see, it's a little too wide for the bunks. So I'll stand it up like this and make the first cut that way, and then hopefully when I turn it, I'll have to cut it down a little small so that it fits wide enough. Time to get cutting, let's go. All right, so I noticed two things: bugs and spalt. So, I mean, yeah, definitely not perfect, but that looks pretty cool, and that's pretty solid. We'll see what we get. All right, all right. So I think these are probably our two best pieces. And I don't know if this is necessarily considered spalting, but I mean, it certainly is something. And luckily this is all pretty hard. And this is right, I believe, right near the center of the tree. And this one is the center of the tree, so you can see the pith right there. So I mean, it's nice looking. I don't know what somebody would do with this, but I got a bunch of other ones right here that I'll need to get a new blade on to saw the rest of this. But I wanted to get rid of most of the rot, and I did. There's still some, but we'll have to see what happens. But so I think my plan is I'll come down here with another blade at some point and cut the rest of that off. Then we'll see if, I don't know, maybe we can sell these all for 50 bucks. I mean, it's a lot of board feet, and it's not nothing. Somebody might be able to make something cool out of that. You know, we'll have to see. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. I would think we can all agree that probably trash, not cash on this one. Although if I can get 50 bucks for all of these slabs, that would be great. Only spent, you know, maybe $1 in gas, maybe $2, maybe even $3. Even if it's $10 and I sold it for 50, this was a log that got dropped off. Didn't have to do anything with it. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. Please give us a like, leave us a comment, let us know what you think, and as always, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.